Hey everybody, I'm Bob Oedy. I play guitar in the Grimm. I sing in a band called Glue Gun, and I wrote the book, The Punk Rock Las Vegas Survival Guide. It's a beer, bowling, and debauchery Las Vegas style. So I hope you'll pick up a copy of the book. Just sale right over here at this table. After I speak, I'm going to be over at this tent right here, and I'll be happy to sign any copies that you buy, okay? So come on It's going to be a great time. And by the way, stick around because we're going to be giving away some free stuff here, including the Grimm's new 45, new 7-inch, which just went falling on the floor. Sorry about that. Maybe I could come up with a better arrangement there. But anyway, I'm going to tell a couple of stories. Let's read a little bit out of my book to start. All right, let's talk beer. All right, now I've got your attention. All right, Memorial Day weekend in Las Vegas is about punk rock music, it's about bowling, and it's about beer. Lots of beer. Now let's face it, when you want to drink as much beer as you can without paying too much. So you need to have a plan. And here's one: bring a large cooler with wheels, fill it with beer, and help yourself to free ice in the hotel. That was easy. Now every time you head to the lobby, you grab a cold one before you go. Look at you. Everyone else is drinking $4 beers. Crazy, huh? While we're on the subject of beer, what kind of beer do you drink? Cold, right? Well, here's some observations about the beer you drink. Pabst Blue Ribbon. You're a hipster. On the other hand, Pabst has been brewing beer since 1844. So maybe you just like the taste. It's American beer, red, white, and blue. God bless America. All right, Budweiser. Who likes Budweiser? No? All right, well, you're a traditionalist or a redneck. We can't decide. We once purchased Budweiser in bottles instead of cans for my father-in-law. He drove to the store, bought Budweiser in cans. He refused to drink Budweiser in a bottle. Okay, we get it. It's tradition, so don't mess with it. Miller Lite. Anybody like Miller Lite? All right. You're watching your figure. Diet beer, right? You don't care about taste, do you? Speaking of poor taste, those bondage pants make you look fat. There, I said it. A Coors Light. You're watching your wallet. Save all your cash so you can get home. That's pretty smart, actually. We wish we were more like you, but we're not. So we'll call Daddy and ask him to wire us some money from our trust fund. Heineken. You're watching your wallet. Saving all your cash so you can get home. Oh, that Heineken, you're a snob. That's okay. As long as you're buying. They ship that beer all the way from the Netherlands. What are you doing here with the rest of us? If you run out of cash in Las Vegas, you'll be the first one we call. Corona. Yeah, you're the life of the party. We all want to party with you. You're about having a good time. And if we don't have fun, it's our own damn fault. Now, why do Coronas look so good in a bucket full of ice? You ever notice that? Guinness. You're a character. We don't know exactly what to think. You're a bit mysterious. It's not St. Patrick's Day or anything, and yet you're drinking dark stuff. Makes us wish we were in an Irish pub enjoying a warm fire, eating shepherd's pie. But this is Las Vegas, and it's 105 degrees outside. Carry on. Newcastle. You're a dirty dog. But that's a good thing. We're dog lovers. So pee on the carpet and lick yourself once in a while. We're okay with that. It's the stuff great videos were made of. Just don't do it in public. It embarrasses some folks. Not us. Other folks. And small kids and stuff. All right, so that's just a little taste of my book, The Punk Rock Las Vegas Survival Guide, Beer, Bowling, and Debauchery, Las Vegas style. I hope you go, be sure and pick one up right over here. It's available. I'll be there all day, okay? Now, I just been working on a new book, and I thought I'd share a couple of stories. It's kind of stories about the Grimm, being on the road, things like that. Brian's out here somewhere. I saw him a minute ago. He's in this one. It's called Corn Dogs for All. So the Grimm went on tour in the early 90s. I brought a Coleman camp stove so we could cook our own meals. And most of the times, it just got in the way. It was tight as a little van. We're all jammed in there. We met up with Jughead's Revenge, and Brian's in Jughead's Revenge, so he knows this. We met up out in Chicago, and they broke into this ice cooler behind a gas station, and they stole this huge box of corn dogs and a big old bucket of ice cream. So we ate all the ice cream, and then when that was done, we had all these corn dogs. They were getting soggier and soggier and soggier as the day went on. So finally, they asked me if I could pull the camp stove out and cook up these corn dogs. So we did. So later that night, we busted it out. We're cooking all these corn dogs. We get full. You can only eat so many corn dogs without, all the fixings. We're all stuffed, and some kid with a mohawk comes up and says, "Hey, can I have a corn dog?" We're like, "Yeah, whatever, here." So we start cooking up. Pretty soon, we got the whole line of this punk show. Everybody's got corn dogs in their hands, man. We made a lot of friends that night. It was a great time. Okay, so this next thing I'm going to share. How many people have seen the movie Pretty in Pink? Raise your hand. Okay, did you see the Grimm album in the background? It's a orange album. It's in the back. You can't miss it. Once you see it, if you ever watch that movie again, you're going to see Pretty in Pink. You're going to see our album cover there. So one evening I got a phone call from out of the blue. It was my friend Bobby Scher. Bobby Scher went on to play drums for Bad Religion for a time. I hadn't seen him in a year or so. He called me to congratulate me on the Grimm album being in this movie that he had seen. And he was really excited about it, but as he began to describe the scenario, it seemed less and less interesting to me. For starters, the movie was called Pretty in Pink. I immediately thought chick flick. And it wasn't out in theaters yet, and the album wasn't actually showcased. It was like on the shelf in the background. And there was some kid dancing, and it was like a dance scene. And by this time, he completely lost me. I wasn't interested in seeing it all. So fast forward 6 months, and everyone had seen this movie, including and most importantly, all of our friends who had recognized the Grimm album in the background. And once you saw it, you could never unsee it. This was a form of early product placement, and it was brilliant. And I'd been there when the scheme was hatched up by Doug Oedy from Mystic Records. And the only reason I was there was I was volunteered to repair microphones and mic cables in the studio. I wanted to get some studio time. So some sleazy industry type in his late 40s wearing a corduroy jacket stopped by Mystic Studios with a teenage boy. I was pretty sure they weren't related. The older guy was groping the kid who looked like a deer in the headlights. I remember feeling sorry for the young man. He looked like a runaway, maybe about 16 years old. And the thought of the older guy who pawned this kid made me want to puke. The man said he was a Hollywood movie producer, and he went on and talked about all the movie stars he was working with. And Doug Oedy and I just sat there, and Doug was the owner of Mystic Studios. He didn't seem too impressed. After a half hour or so, with this slob hanging around, Doug said to the guy, "Hey, if you're so famous, maybe you could get some of these albums in the background of one of your movies." And he handed the guy a stack of albums. And the guy said, "Yeah, I could do that." And they left together with a full armful of records. At the time, it seemed like Doug was just giving the guy some records to get him a lead, but it turned out to be brilliant. Pretty in Pink, starring Molly Ringwald, Andy McCarthy, John Cryer, was released in February of 1986 and became an instant classic. The scene with Ducky impressing his love for India, the trash record store, made the movie unforgettable, and the Grimm album can be seen clearly in the background. That was our 15 minutes of fame, although we milked it a bit again when Facebook came around. So come on up, all you people. Come on up, come forward. I want to give you some stuff. We're being a good crowd. Come on, come on, come on. Don't be shy. Come on by, come on. This is the brand new Grimm album called Cop Killer. Okay? Cop Killer Grimm album. Come on up. I'm not afraid. Yeah. There you go. There's another one. Don't be afraid. All right? Now, there's more. Don't go away. We got stickers. We got the Grimm cassette. Who's got a cassette? There you go. There you go. There. We got stickers. Some stickers. Now check it out. My book is for sale right over here at this table. Blue gun ones too, guys. All right, so my book's available right over here at this table. I'll be right at the back of the booth over there, willing to sign things. If you just got an album, come on over. I'll sign the record. There's a couple other guys from the Grimm here. We'll all sign the album for you. Thank you very much for your attention. I do appreciate it. Have a wonderful time here at It's Not Dead Fest, and thank you to the promoters for allowing me to be here today. It's a dream come true. God bless you.